Welcome back to Mac's Garage. I'm about to go find out if the truck I left here at least 2 years ago, I don't know, time kind of got away from everybody with the COVID thing. It's 2 or 3 years. I'm going to see if what it looks like, and it better be in shape to run and drive because it's about to make a 300-mile trip. And yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. So the guy that's storing it for me, he put a battery charger on it for me the other day. Don't have a whole lot of hope for that, but I did bring a jump pack and some basic tools. And yeah, so let's go. Oh man, it still looks good.
It's tall.
The lighting's not the greatest in here, but it still looks good. Tires are all up. Bird shit all over the place. I can't say shit. Bird poop all over the place. Oh man. Still liking it though.
Smells like hay.
Oh, I don't know what I did with the keys. Oh, so here we go. Dryer sheets. This is in a barn, and if you look behind it, there's hay. That's a real good mouse habitat. Mouses don't like dryer sheets. Nice. So I've got a bunch of dryer sheets everywhere. I got like a damp rid thing to keep the moisture down, which seems like it worked. Oh, look at that. Keys right there. I'm just going to slide the battery on here and see what happens. Before I do that, I am going to at least check the oil, which looks right in the middle of operating. So that'll be good. Well, I don't know what the battery charger's angry with what I just did. Oh, the sparks are a good sign. That means that it's got some juice.
18%. I'm fired up.
Alright, this is going to fire right up. Alright, so now it started right up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check tire pressure. It's on a nice clean concrete floor, so I can see that none of the fluid leaked and landed there. It's been in the same spot the whole time, so if it leaked, there'd be a puddle. Looks all good in that front, and yeah, I'll go ahead in the next video. I'll be out on the road with it, and I'll explain what's going on a little bit with that. Alright, so just about to get on the highway here. Filled up with fuel, kind of reacquainting myself with what was not quite right about this truck when I parked it. Honestly, I am not super stoked about this trip. The tires are old. I've got an NV5600 transmission in here, which I know I have automatic transmission fluid in instead of the fluid it's supposed to have. That's not great. I haven't driven the truck in quite a while because I don't think the transmission was a real recent thing even then. I do have a brand new clutch that I'm trying to break in, so I'm going to drive pretty gentle, plus the fact that this truck just is not really that nice to drive over like 60 miles an hour. I mean, it does fine. We're going to run like 70, but it's not super stoked about it. So yeah, that's our fine Michigan road systems there in an old truck. Not spectacular. So I don't have a lot of video left on this reel. I'm probably going to go ahead and shut this off now for a minute, and maybe I'll fire it up as we're going across the bridge. It'll probably be after dark by then. So far the drive's going pretty good. I'm stopped. Basically I stopped to try to get dinner. Nothing is open for like a restaurant besides Taco Bell. And yeah, I don't feel like eating Taco Bell and then driving for another hour or so. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have some snack food from the gas station. I filled up the truck. It's running good. While I was stopped here trying to find some place to eat, it's starting to get dark out. So I was checking the lights. I had one low beam on the passenger side, neither high beams. So I've installed a couple of headlights, but other than that, seems to be going pretty good. I'll flip the camera back on as we go across the Mackinac Bridge. So if you've never seen the Mackinac Bridge, it's kind of neat. It'll be nighttime, dark by the time I get there. So it'll be lit up, and I'll actually click that on when we're on the. I'll actually turn the camera on the approach so you can see the bridge lit up at night. So yeah, back to driving. Start to get onto the bridge here itself, the speed limit drops down from 75 to 60, then 45. I'm not a historian or anything, but this is a roughly 5 mile long bridge. It was built in 1957. The original intended usage date for this to be replaced was 50 years. So in 2007, this bridge was originally intended to be decommissioned and replaced by another structure. I'm crossing this in July of 2021. It's still going. They continually refinish this bridge. So basically, as they stop at one end, they then come back around, sandblast, paint, and redo all the steel structure on the bridge. It is actually pretty well inspected from what I understand. There are turnouts, which it looks as though somebody is using, possibly a police officer. If you're crossing the bridge and going to get pulled over, it's usually from one of these little emergency stop boxes. So we'll see what's in there when we get up. But anyway, this bridge was built to withstand incredibly high winds. So we are crossing the Straits of Mackinac right now. Yeah, so that was a construction truck, probably somebody that is somehow involved in the refinishing of this bridge. So it's built to, I don't know why I got into this lane, because now we have to get back over. The outer two lanes are both concrete and asphalt, or they're paved in some way, shape, or form. I believe it's concrete. The center two lanes are made out of what is called grading, which is, and these lanes were not closed earlier, so yes, these crews are getting back to work after the weekend rush of traffic. So the grading that I just pulled off on there is actually basically a mesh. It's made out of sheets of steel. That's part of what allows the bridge to handle the extremely high winds that come through the Straits of Mackinac. I don't know what those are, but I know they are in the 70, 80 mile an hour and plus bracket at times. The bridge does get closed from time to time for severe weather. It was actually closed for, I don't know how long, but it was closed today for a terrorist threat, bomb threat, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, in the daylight you can see down to the straits, the water below, but obviously you can't right now. Actually, the grading, if you're on a motorcycle, you can look down through it and see the understructure of the bridge and all the way down to the water. Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing that we have in Michigan that probably a lot of people are not real familiar with. say anything that I want to edit out. I don't think I did. We're coming up on a semi here. Big trucks are limited to 25 miles an hour. In the state of Michigan, if you are running 25 miles an hour or slower in a traffic situation that is designed to be faster than that, you have to run your four-ways or your hazard lights, whatever you want to call them. Also, this guy's driving across without anybody leading him. You have to get a special license to drive a truck. Well, you have to get a special permit, license, whatever you want to call it, in order to drive a truck across here, a big truck. Otherwise, they have to escort your vehicle with a bridge authority vehicle back and forth, which that's actually another thing that is an option for this is if you're afraid to drive across the bridge, there are people that will drive your car across for you. Yeah. I'm sure there's other stuff I could tell you about it, but it's all that comes to mind right now. We're coming up to the toll booth section. When this bridge was initially built, it was not supposed to have a consistent toll for the life of the bridge. The toll was supposed to be enacted for the amount of time it took to pay off the construction of the bridge, and then it was supposed to go away. That did not happen. The construction of this bridge has been paid off for a long time. I believe that is actually used for the maintenance fees now. So, thank you. For this one, this truck will be back at some point. Hope you enjoyed the trip across the bridge. If you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all those good things. And I'll see you later.